Hey, what's up, everybody? I think my computer is dying. What is going on? We're going to study SHSAT today. How are you guys doing? How's your week? What's up, Dinos? Hey, Fortnite Sweaty Kid. What's up, man? All right. So I'm taking requests. What do you guys want to work on today? We got ELA. Yes, we got ELA. We have math, and that's it. There's only two parts of the test. But if there's something specific you want to work on within those categories, let me know in the chat, and then we'll start with that. Math. We can do math. Oh, you know what? Maybe I hate these polls, but maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time when we utilize this. Actually, no, we don't appreciate the poll technology, math. But I don't really care. Math. Dinos. Maybe we'll pick up some ELA at the end, my man. All right, I don't really know if Dinos is a man, but we'll pick up some ELA at the end. How about that? I got you, bro. All right, so let's do some math. You might hear some noise in the background. That's my dog. I give him his dog food, but I don't open it for him, and so he's got to like rip open the container. So that's what he's doing. Let's do geometry, math, angles. Word. All right, let me get this fired up. Let me get fired up. There's the desk, guys. I'm gonna be on Thursday 7. Here's the test. I thought you guys were gonna be screaming ELA, so I had a poem ready to go. But no, you did not scream ELA. Let's go through this. I think we'll hit some angles eventually, but let's go through this and let's start with problem 58. And these are fill-ins, so there's no multiple choice. So I'm gonna need your answers here. All right, let's get it. 58. Let's do a quick reorganization. There we go. Beautiful. There are no choices. These first couple questions are fill-ins, so you have to put in 4 digits. So there are no answers. Starting with a hard one today. This is a hard one. All right, just as a heads up, if this is like what your test is going to be and the first question is really hard like this, I would just skip it. I would just completely skip this. If you're thinking, oh man, this is going to take me like 5 minutes to do, I would just skip it because it's just one question and you might as well just move on to other ones that you can get correct. But that's just me. We're still doing this. We're still doing this question so I can show you what's up. $99 out of 64. I mean, that could be it, but you got to turn it into a decimal. Whoa. Do you guys give up on this? Are you still working on it? Or do you want me to show you how the problem's done? 1.54? Okay, we'll write it down. Dinos with the first answer out of the gate. .46. Wind fast. I'm gonna give you like a minute more. If you're still working on it and it's still like tough, that's fine. We'll go over it together, but just we there's so many problems we got to go over today. All right, I'll give 30 more seconds for answers to come in, and then we're going to go over it. Okay, so we are going to go over this. If you're still working on it, keep working on it. You can like mute the stream or whatever, but I do want to talk about this problem. The figure below shows a circle with a hole in the middle. The outer diameter of the circle is 1 1/4. The diameter of the hole is 1/4. To find the shaded region, you subtract the missing piece out of the bigger shape. It's a hole, so you're taking a hole out of a bigger shape. So we need to find out the area of the bigger shape and take out the area of the smaller shape. With circles, the equation we're going to be utilizing is pi r squared. R is the radius. Let me move the problem so y'all can see what I'm doing here. All right. So pi r squared is what we're going to need. We have diameters. We don't have radiuses. So we're going to need to cut these in half because that diameter is twice as big as the radius. So we can multiply it by 1/2, which is what I like to do. And so the larger shape has a diameter of 5/8. The smaller shape has a diameter times 1/2 of 1/8. And that's just units. We don't, or I guess inches. So then we have our radius. We're going to square it and times it by pi to get the area. So to square it, whenever you square a fraction, remember that you're squaring both the top and the bottom because you're multiplying it by itself. So in a way, this is 5/8 times 5/8. So what we're going to get is 25/64 pi inches squared. And that is the area of the top shape. Squaring the bottom shape, we're going to get 1/64 pi inches squared. So then we need to subtract the large area from the smaller area. And I don't need to line that up. You guys could do that in your head. It's 24/64. Times pi. And all of that is in inches squared. So now we need to times it by pi. The first thing I'm going to do before we times it by pi is reduce this fraction. If we divide the top and the bottom by 8, that's going to be 3/8. And pi is 3.14. That's like a memorization thing. 3.14. That's like a memorization thing. So just remember that pi is 3.14. And again, as I mentioned earlier, if you start with a test with this problem, I would just skip it. Like, it's a huge time sink to do all these steps. Just skip it. And don't let it, get you down that you're skipping a problem. Who cares? You'll come back to it eventually. So now we're going to multiply these two figures. Let me get it on the new sheet here. 3.14. So what I'm going to do is actually put this 3.14 over 1 so that we have two fractions to multiply to each other. 3.14 times 3. And you might be able to do this in your head, but I don't like doing that. 3, 4, 9. Because I want to make sure I get everything right. Watch, I got this wrong. 3, 4, yep, beautiful. So 9.52, and then 8 and 1 is 8. So now we have a division problem. That's it, and then we're done. So this is 9.42 over 8, or divided by 8. 1 decimal 162 7, and then we're pretty much done, but we'll do one more. 6, and then we can add as many zeros as we want, and that will be 7 as well. So 1.77. Did I make a mistake there? I think I might have. Yeah, I think I might have, but I think this is about as close as we need. So rounded to the nearest 100th, then we're going to round up this 7 because there's your 100th. Remember, this is tenths. This is tenths. This is 100ths. Oh, it's 1.2. No, you're good. No, it's 1.8. So when we round it up, we get 1.8, and that's the answer to this question. Thoughts? Yeah, 1.18. What do you guys think about that? Did I mess up that division? It's been so long since I've done it. I feel like a dummy sometimes, but no, that looks good. We're happy with that. We'll take that. You guys have any questions? Thoughts, concerns? You made a mistake. Where's the mistake? we go. Yeah, I run in 1.77 to 1.8. Okay. Oh, what are you talking about? Dude, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? What do you mean? That's clearly a 1.18. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I appreciate the feedback. Thank you, Fortnite Sweaty Kid. You're the man. I did 1/4 minus 1 equal 1 to find the diameter of the shaded. Forgot for the shaded question. You find everything. Yep, there you go, dude. That's exactly it. Went fast. Yep, really well done. Great question to scare you when you open the math section. That's 100% it, dude. There's psychological terrorism. Yeah, but good call, Fortnite Sweaty Kid. Yep, you're 100% on the money. All right, so let's move on to the next question. We're cruising today. No time for delay. So let's hit up. Let's actually kind of keep cruising. I want to see if we can find a angle problem. Let's get some geometry. Here we go, dude. Ask and you shall receive. 68. Let's go. Tyler, quick question. What do you need to know for geometry? You can go to my website, tylertutor.com. That's a pretty good rundown. It's a long list. I mean, it's not really long, but it's long enough that I can't just off the top of my head remember every single thing that they're testing. Okay, we already got some answers coming in. Sick. Okay, so feels like everybody's on board with E on this one. So let's just go through it very quickly. The parallelogram below, what's the value of X? Ooh. Okay. So there's a quick way to do this that I would like to use. So let's just do the quick way just so you guys know. Two sides of a parallelogram are going to add up to 180. They're just going to add up to 180. I can explain why they add up to 180 if that would help. So let me know, chat, if I should explain why two sides of a four-sided shape add up to 180, or two angles of a four-sided shape add up to 180. Can do that. I can do that. You know what? I will do that just because me talking about it is probably longer than me just actually explaining this. So here is our beautiful shape that I drew freehand, believe it or not. Let's just say this is 30 and 60 and 30 and 60. Okay, so pretty much everybody knows that this shape is going to add up to 360 degrees because it has four sides, four angles. It's going to add up to 360 degrees. Notice how these two angles are the same and these two angles are the same. And so if we cut it in half, then, oh man. Yep. No, actually, hold up. Yep, man, I'm rusty. Guys. Give me a break. So these two angles add up to a 180. These two angles add up to 180. This angle has to be above 90 degrees because it's an obtuse angle. Okay, so we have that these two angles are going to equal 180 degrees. In the problem, the first angle is labeled 3x and the second angle is labeled 2x. And so we add those two up. Let's back out. So we add those two up. So it's going to be 5x equals 180 degrees. Don't mess up your algebra. And I'm not going to mess up my division because I'm a Chad. $36. Yeah, the chat's absolutely electric. Really good job, guys. So that's it. Oh, Joe, what's up? Long time no see. True OG. Well, I'm glad you got in, bro. You did it. You did the work, so you did it, my man. I learned the parallelogram. Man, I love this chat feature on YouTube. Thank you so much. I learned the parallelogram angles equals 360, opposite angles. Yeah, you could do the whole thing 360, wind fast. I mean, you got the answer really quick, so no hate on that answer. Really good stuff, dude. Let's keep cruising. More problems. Oh, here we go. On to the next. Number 70. Give me answers, guys. Let's go. Matt's chilling. Yeah, that's all you can do, bro. It doesn't really matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. I know it feels like it matters, but it doesn't. Oh, this is good algebra. Oh, Sports Show. What's up, man? All right, we got any more answers coming? Yeah, I think Win Fast is right on this one. So let's just go over it really quickly. If you're still working on it, whatever, just keep doing your thing. Don't worry about it. So Jay sold N tickets. I got to be like all the way over here. He sold N tickets. Pilar sold 3 times as many tickets as Jay did. So Pilar is 3 times whatever J did. Why is that an N and not a J? Together, J and Pilar, so together, so we add them together, they sold 10 more tickets than Amy sold. So this is where a lot of people get mixed up. So we have what Amy sold. And so a lot of people add that 10 to Amy to say, oh, 10 more tickets. But let's just say John and Pilar sold a total of 100 tickets. Amy would sell 110 tickets. So we add the 10 over to the left side to make them equal to each other because they need help for 10 more tickets. So that's it. That's Oh, so wait, Jay and Ann sold 10 more tickets than Amy sold. Psych. I thought they sold 10 less, dude. My brain is like not functioning. So, yeah, Ann needs the help for more tickets. Or Amy? God, do these names, bro. All right, whatever. So that would be 4n equals a plus 10. And then we subtract 10 from each side. 4n minus 10 equals a. Yeah, Winfast was right. I almost blew that. But, dude, my brain has been, like, fried today. Totally, totally fried. But, yeah, we got the right answer. There we go. Let's do another problem. Rare, I got into my specialized HS during 221, and now I'm going from studying SHSAT to SAT. Rare, should I do SAT streams? Part of me says I should. But part of me says, no, I got to stay true. I got to stay true. But okay. Here's a kind of an interesting problem. I love a good inequality. Let's get an inequality going. Number 71, let's go. Love to join the SAT stream if you're willing. I'm kind of willing, Rare. I was thinking about it. Maybe I'll do it on like Saturdays or something. That might be tight. Because I know so many people from the SHSAT are now in your exact position. So Fortnite Sweaty Kids already got this one in the bag, kind of. Let's see. You want to do some SAT too? All right. Maybe we'll do that on Saturday. Or could, yeah, I want to keep my Sundays free, so maybe we'll do that on Saturday. Winfast is on it too. We got a consensus here. Oh, I forgot all your T's, Winfast. Camilla's on it. Yeah, I think that's pretty easy. So let me ask you this: did you guys do the algebra on this, or did you just put in plug and play answers? You did the algebra? I like questions like this because you can be smart and you can do it. You just plugged in the answer. Yeah, Winfast is looking for that corner. He's always looking for that corner to cut, which I think is Chad. Easiest and the simplest way. But let's do the algebra just for the sake of the exercise and just so I can remind myself how to do algebra. It's been that long, dude. So negative 12 is greater than 6. So right now, 6x. So right now we know this is going to be a pretty small number, probably in the negatives. Dividing both sides by 6. We don't change the sign. We don't need to change the sign because we didn't divide it by a negative. So it's just x is going to be less than negative 2, and that's an answer choice. So we're in. This was a two-step. And this is why it's so important to skip first questions like that really heinous circle question. Skip this. Why would we spend 3-4 minutes doing this problem when we can do an algebra problem in 2 steps and be done, and they're both worth the exact same amount of points? So, like, don't let them play you. Like, don't let them, oh, here we go. We finally got some angles for you. Was that Winfast that wanted these angles? Well, now's your time, Winfast. Time to shine, bro. 75, let's go. That's a good question. I feel like I kind of need to zoom in a little bit more on it. All right, there you go. There you go. There we go. I'm going to get a really beautiful drawing for you guys so you can see the majesty of this question. Oh, this drawing is already exceptional. All right, what do we got for answers here? You had a question for. I had a question like 75 on my form, I believe. You did not want angles. Oh, did Windfast want ELA? That's what he wanted. After Algebra 2, I forgot nearly everything about geometry. That's okay. You're allowed to. It's not like you're going to use it again. It's not like they taught you how to do taxes. Oh, it was Sweaty that wanted angles. All right. Well, Fortnite Sweaty Kid's on C, so let's see if he's right. That's okay. What do you think? We're about to get some practice on angles. Yeah, Rayer. Yeah, you didn't forget everything, bro. So then what's the answer, Rayer? Windfast is on it. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We have some competition in the chat. Let's see who's right. Let's see. Let's see if Windfast and Sweaty are correct, or if Rare forgot all of his geometry. Maybe. All right, we don't need this question on the board. Why? Because we have a mirror image. It's almost like I pulled it straight from the page. You might hear my dog kind of making his noise. I really didn't like that he barked, so he's just kind of growls at the door now. So let's go. Rayer's looking for redemption already. Wow, nostalgic. Rayer is looking for redemption, but I think someone already posted it in the chat. I think Rayer actually already posted it in the chat, so thank you for that. Triangles, they add up to 180. We already have 90, so let's just do this. Because I got complained at. People were saying I was moving too fast. They were like, there was this, I feel like embarrassed saying it, but there's this thread on, it's so cringe. I don't even want to say it. There's this thread on Reddit. I can't even admit it. I can't even admit that I was on Reddit. It's so embarrassing, dude. Seppuku. But there's a thread on Reddit that said that I explained things too fast, so I'm gonna go a little slower. Okay. And then we have 90 between these two angles because we took away this first 90 from the right angle. We're gonna be left with. Let's see. We're gonna borrow 17. So yeah, Rare is actually dead on. This angle in here is 17. So 17 complementary angle or supplementary. I don't even remember which one is which. And we got to figure out what adds up to equal 180 because a straight line is going to equal 180. So we're going to do the 180 minus 17. You can probably do this in your head, but I'm not going to. 3, that's now a 7. So that's 6. So 163 is this angle right here. 163. Since these two lines are parallel, R is also going to be 163. And that is the solution. C. Good job, guys. Rare. He doesn't have to worry. He already got into his high school, so he doesn't have to worry anymore. Good for you, man. Good job, everybody. Getting it correct. Did that make sense? Any questions, concerns, compliments? Will I be doing more frequent streams? I'm not Ella. Will you be doing more frequent streams when the SHSAT is closer? Probably, but during the summer, with the new corral of OGs, I'm just going to be doing Thursdays for SHSAT. I might be doing SAT on Saturday. That is TBA. That's TBA. All right, that question was good. I love a good geometry question, bro. Brightens my day. All right, let's keep going geometry, man. We're going hard in the paint with geometry. We might as well stick with it. 76, let's go. Ella, do you have any ninth grade SHSAT tips? Just study a lot. I would just study SHSAT 8th grade material, and then if you want to go into it, get like a PSAT and look at that. All right, see you later, Rare. We got answers yet, guys? Are we still working on it? Fortnite Sweaty Kid on G. Win fast, same thing. Tyler, what formulas we need to remember for ninth grade SHSAT? All of the ones for 8th grade need to be stone cold, like no question. Like, for example, Fortnite Sweaty Kid, what is the area of a parallelogram? How do I find the area of a parallelogram or a rhombus? Because that's this question. That's all this is asking. If you really forget and you're having a tough time, you're on the struggle bus, Danos is on it too. But if you're really on the struggle bus, yes, you can calculate what is the area of, not even, because you don't even know what PT is. So there really is no way out. You'd have to use trig to find out what PT is, and then you'd still be in a struggle session. So you basically, unfortunately, have to know the formula for this. And exactly, Dinos, it's just, in Fortnite Sweaty Kids on it too, it's just base times height. That's it. I can go into why. I actually have a good explanation on my website what that is. So it's just going to be 18 times 34. And once again, on the SHSAT, we are come up to the fact that you have to be stone cold with your multiplication and division and addition and subtraction and to be perfect with them. So many people know this and then get the multiplication wrong. And then it's like, well, see you later. 32, 24, 27. Watch, and then I mess up. And then watch me mess up. 612, that's what I got. That's G. Yeah, that's the answer. So good job, guys. Really good. All right, let's keep cruising. I want to keep these generally pretty quick. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to keep cruising. I don't want to stop. Oh, my God. What? What is going on with question 78? Who is that for? Maybe if you get that question wrong, they immediately fail you. They say, well, if you got that question wrong, you're going to be failed. Yeah, I know. Dude, look at this, dude. It's like... What have we become? What have we become? Okay, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. But also, can we pay attention very quickly before we move on to 79, which we're going to do? Let's talk very briefly about the psychological aspects, the psychological warfare that's being waged on you. Look at 78. What a derp problem. Why don't you take a number and then why don't you multiply and then just add and then divide by tens? Like, ooh-doo-doo, lull you to sleep. Aren't you so good? And then they hit you with the sauce, and then they hit you with the very next problem. which is a high difficulty problem. You have absolute value, you have exponents. They're playing you, bros. So don't forget that. All right, let's do 79. Let's go. All right, it seems like you guys got this pretty quickly. If you're still working on it, do your thing. But we're going to go over this a little bit. So I wrote it out in the equation. X is -2. So we have -2 plus, and I'm going to do this just for clarity's sake, just if anybody's watching this afterwards. And he's like, ooh. All right, right up against the answers. We are good to go. Oh, man. -2. This is going to be positive because -2 times -2. A negative times a negative is a positive. And then we're back to negative. And then the absolute value of that minus the absolute value of -2. And this is actually a great illustration of that. Wow, wow. Actually, it's kind of a tricky problem. I do appreciate this problem. So -4, and then this is a -6. It just goes to illustrate the difference between to the third power and times 3 and kind of what that does. We're going to collect our terms here. -2 plus 4 is -2, minus 8 is -6, absolute value, minus, going to be -12. Then we can take our absolute values. Did I do this right? I just don't want to be dumb. And then, so we have 6 minus 12. The answer is -6. Take care, brush your hair. Easy peasy. Well, it is easy peasy if you're clean, if you work really clean. It's not easy peasy if this problem gives you issues. So I guess you're kind of seeing some of the limits there. Good job, everybody. Dude, the chat is pretty good. I must say, the chat is pretty good. Not a lot of problems. Not a lot of problems. You guys see one you want to do? Guys, a yardstick is 3 feet. Ooh, I see one. I see one. I see it. All right, here we go, guys. Check this out. $87. Let's go. This is a good question. Man, I like me some ratios. Fruit basket ratio of apples to oranges is the same. Cherries to walnuts. All right, so now we're going to fill in 6 oranges, 16 cherries, 48 walnuts. How many apples? So the ratios are the same, but we need to reduce this. I'm going to divide both by 2. I'm just going to be really dumb about this, guys. I know you, but I'm just going to show you just got to be diligent if you don't know a bigger way to go about it. So this could be 8 and 24. I can divide this by 2 once again to get 4, and 12 divide by 2 again to get 2 and 6. And it has to be the same ratio of this. So obviously there's going to be 2 apples because the ratios have to be the same. So that's the answer. Yeah, the chat stays winning. Yeah, chat's been on the money today, I must say. Let's see what else we got. Oh, what a brutal looking problem. Let's do this one. This one looks like it's really hard, so let's do it. Dude, love this. Love hard problems. All right. You guys can see everything, yeah. All right, which straight line is the graph of proportional relationships? Ooh. Give me a proportional relationship, guys. All right, I changed my mind. This problem's bad. This problem's really bad. I completely changed my mind. I thought this problem was cool because the graph looked cool, but this problem is actually trash, absolute trash. Very bad. All right, I'm not even going to make you guys throw answers out there. I just think this problem is that poorly made. I was like, oh, check this graph. Isn't it kind of sick? Like confusing? Like, whoa, we're at a high level here. But the key here, and where everybody's going to get hung up, including me, is a graph of a proportional relationship. All of these lines are proportional relationships. Maybe there is a distinct, because they're straight lines, and even if it was curved, frankly, but they're straight lines. All of these can be put into slope-intercept form, every single one. And Windfast brings up a good point, is that it goes through the origin. And that is probably what they're going for with this question, is they're like, well, which one goes through the origin? Because if you have 0 tomatoes, you have 0 apples. And so you can't have 4 apples with 0 potatoes or whatever. But then that would be more of like a real world, you would need real world constraints. But in my mind, I could have -1 apples. If I go get a credit card, I can have -$10 really quick. And so I don't really love this problem. I think it's bad. I think Windfast is the closest, saying that it has to go through the origin for some reason. But man, this problem is absolute straight trash. Like legitimately straight trash. Like a teacher should be fired if you were a teacher and made this problem. But they won't be. They're all going to get bonuses. All right, so we're gonna do a little palette cleanse here. We're going to do a little palette cleanse. Let's find another problem. Problem was absolute trash. Yo, what's up, Dave? All right, let's do 99. 99 is looking pretty good. Oh, it's like too big to fit the screen. It's like too hefty. Can you guys read that? All right, let's do 99. Yeah, a little bit bigger. There we go. You guys read that okay? Yo, what's up, Christian TikTok vids? What's up, man? All right, so let's do this one. I guess I can make a diagram while I'm waiting. All right, cool. Oh. Missed my diagram. All right, so a lot of people are saying AC of Fortnite is pretty good. Dave's saying A. Dinos. So I'm gonna actually take a brief second to make a better diagram that's not as busted as this one is. So pardon me scooting over here and redoing this, just because I don't want the diagram to be the reason why people are like scratching their heads. So we're gonna do this proper. We're gonna do this proper. It's gonna be beautiful. All right. Absolutely stunning. All right, so here's our beautiful diagram. So the question is asking, what is the probability that the teacher will select 2 students from A and 1 student from B in any order? Order does not matter, which is important because it's not like we're picking that changes the problem completely. Order does not matter. I'm not going to go through the formula for combinations. I'm not going to go through the formula for permutations. there's too many moving parts and you get this beautiful diagram. So let's use this beautiful diagram. Here are all of our possibilities, our AAA, our AAB, our ABA, right? So we can count our possibilities with this last guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 possibilities. How many of these possibilities have favorable outcomes that we want? We want 2 from A and 1 from B. Top one, no. The second one, yep, that's 1 right there. AA, here's another one right there. Here's another one right there. B. Chat. The answer is B. I could see how you would get A if you thought the order mattered. If the order mattered, the answer would be A. But the order does not matter. So that's it. Okay. What's up, Ariba? You just missed it. In fact, I'm just finishing it. I'm just finishing the stream right now. So, guys, go study. So guys, I'm going to be back. It is ending, Dinos. I'm only doing an hour right now. In the future, I'll do longer, for sure. So don't even worry about that. It is already 8. But you did good. You only missed 1, I think. 1 or 2. So that was good stuff, man. But we're going to be back. We're going to be back really soon. So just kind of keep studying. Next week, Thursday at 7. Thursday at 7. Be back. Think of what you want to work on. We're going to be working for an hour every week until it gets closer to the fall. So go back and watch old vids. Go to tylertutor.com. Everything is free. There's no paywall. I'm not a grifter, okay? I'm not a grifter. And if you go on to cringe Reddit, make sure to tell them that I explain things good. I'm just kidding. But seriously, go onto Reddit and tell people I explain things good. Because I got salty. I was like, what? They said I was going too fast. Am I salty? I am. I'm salty for 2 reasons. 1, because they said I was explaining things too fast and I wasn't explaining them good. Okay, I could take that. 2, I was on Reddit, so I was already teed off. Had to go on Reddit and then had to see blasphemy. Guys, we're going to be back on next Thursday, 7 o'clock. I will be seeing you, and yeah, see you then.